We made a high-budget construction ad. Here's how it went.
So marketing a construction company in the UK is challenging for a few reasons. Imagine you've got to advertise in an industry where there are no impulse purchases, it's dominated by the same 10 developers, and your target demographic are people who make their choices from word of mouth or through loyalty to the same companies they've used for years. Now take all of these factors and apply them to a very niche part of construction. Yes, that's where we are at the moment, in piling and groundworks.
It's a difficult task, so we had to take matters into our own hands. We made a good and proper advert.
So we need to figure out how to condense every service we offer as a company into a video short enough to stay concise and be vibrant and dynamic. If we could pull this off, we would be the only piling and groundworks company in the UK to do this. So needless to say, the stakes were high. And after using all of our brain power, we finally had a script.
All the planning in the world couldn't prepare us for the challenges of filming a video of this calibre in bloody January. It was either cold, raining, or windy for the first couple of shoot attempts, but one day we got super lucky.
We came back and we reviewed the footage, and it looked like our efforts were going to pay off. We carried on working through our shot list, edging ever closer until we hit a wall.
We've been working on this video for over 4 weeks and the boss wanted answers. He thought it was taking too long and told us not to overcomplicate it. Just get it done.
We weren't going to face defeat. And despite the challenges of filming in the worst month of the year, we'd now entered February and could see the finish line. By some miracle, we'd made our way to the end of our shot list and we now had everything we needed. Or so we thought.
This entire time I've been adding the shots to an edit to track the pacing of the video, ensuring everything played out as planned. Something I had not considered, however, is the sound quality on certain shots.
Yes, we had issues with wind, loud construction clanging, but the worst thing by far was the concrete wagon. We'd filmed this particular shot in a single take, the first thing in the morning before the concrete wagon had left the yard.
The lighting was magnificent. But me being so used to the sound, after 2 years of filming in the loudest conditions imaginable, I completely overlooked the fact that the wagon would ruin the audio completely.
This is a bit of a trade secret. You might think that visuals are the most important part of your video advertising, but actually you'll find that people are a lot more lenient with bad video as long as it sounds right. You can't close your ears, but you can close your eyes. So you're always listening, unless you're asleep. So your brain can just tell when things are wrong with audio a lot easier.
We had to reshoot, but the weather took a drastic turn. Rain for days on end, days and days on end. It was really frustrating to be so close to the finish line, but just not be able to do anything about it until one Thursday morning. I ran into the yard, camera in hand. I called on Kev for one last take, and we got it.
Roll that thing.
Welcome. Thank you for considering Rhino for your project. Whether you're a
Homeowner looking to make additions to your existing property,
or a contractor taking on a build like this, you can rest assured that the first and most crucial step to your project is in good hands.
At this point, Rhino Piling have covered pretty much every type of foundation you could imagine, like the raft that I'm doing now.
and we're only taking on more and more unique projects as we go. But we do so much more than that.
Sometimes you arrive on site and the dig's just not quite right.
Well, that's not a problem, we can sort that out, can't we? Say your concrete hasn't turned up. Good job, we provide our own. Sorted.
So you've been told that not only do you need piling, but you also need clay heave because of conditions on site. Lucky for you, we've got a lifetime supply of it.
So what's next? A site inspection. If you haven't already had one, we can send a technician out to you free of charge, and they'll use their decades of combined knowledge and experience to help you in any way they can with your project.
The only thing we need from you is a signature. Go to your emails, find your quotation. If you need any additional services from us, you can add them on easily to suit your needs. Once you're happy, scroll to the bottom and sign, or type your name, and click accept and sign. It's pretty simple, right?
And now we can get to work.
So get in touch, talk to us about your project. You're in safe hands with Rhino.
This video was really challenging to film at this time of year, but we managed it in the end. A high quality advert that really didn't take too long. Remember, while we were making this, we were also making and releasing our weekly episodes. And the best part is, if we can think of a better way to sell ourselves, we can just make it again. But what do you think? We want to hear your thoughts on how we did, what kind of content you want to hear from us in the future, and any tips and tricks you have for selling yourself in construction.
And if you're new here, check out the channel. We have a bunch of videos already on there from this past year showing you more behind the scenes of our fantastic team. So do yourself a favor, hit the subscribe button, click that bell so you don't miss a thing.